My name's Raina, and I decided to do a video of the things that I love. And it came to me after the idea of learning about human design, and I don't have what they would call an active sacral chakra, so I don't create my own energy, so there's kind of no built-in passion or desire for things. However, I have an active heart, throat, eye and crown chakra, so I've really wanted to create something. I feel like I've worked enough on myself internally that I really would like to bring something out into the world. And it's not even into the world, it's more like an extension of who I am, because being in this body is just not enough. I feel like I'm more expansive. So by doing this, I am not creating it through a passion or desire. I am creating this through my heart. And I wrote a huge list the other day of the things that I love. And a lot of them is like the stars and the moon and the forests and the rivers. And so I thought, what a great way for me to go out and experience those things and then bring you guys along so you can see the things that I love. And then maybe one day you would do the same for yourself. Not video it, but just go, yes, I love the first sip of my morning coffee. And then you just drink in those moments because it feels so good and you love it so much. So the first thing I would like to share with you is this forest. So this forest is not a big one, but I feel like it's quite an old one. It's almost a forgotten one because it's not taken care of. It's falling down. It's kind of by a main highway actually, so it's quite noisy, but it's kind of half pine, half cork oak forest. And yeah, so it's just great. It's quiet. I'm really the only one here. Sometimes I bring my kids out and we love making fairy castles in the broken down trees. And there's a lot of leaves around, and as you can see, you know, the logs, the one that I'm currently sitting on is kind of like a bridge across little waterways, and there's a lot of pines. And I was watching this YouTuber called Yonna Yinton, and she gets the pine needles for pine needle tea. So I thought I'd give it a go today. But this is just an initial start. I don't know if I said my name already, but my name is Raina, and I thought I would do a series of things that I love to share with you guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll do a few more clips of what the forest looks like. But yeah, I just thought I'd... It's so quiet. Oh, and before, I was blessed by one of my favorite birds, which is the black cockatoo. And they only come around now and again. I think they come around in winter, so I must be wrong then. They must be around all the time, but just flying in flocks, migrating. Anyway. But yeah, I think whenever I see them, I feel like it's kind of like a guide from the universe, either saying that I'm either on the right path, or it's just everything's kind of gonna be okay. And currently in my life, I feel like everything is okay. And I think being able to express myself in this way, this is kind of a creation, and this is my way of being creative. And being creative for me just means being myself and being able to express myself authentically. And I don't know how often that word is going to get overused now, because I feel like coming into 2026, everyone's going to be talking about your most authentic self, and I wholly believe that that's really important. And I hope authenticity and gratitude doesn't feel like it gets overused, because I feel like those are two really, really important things last night I was lying in bed and I felt like when I wanted to do these videos, I wanted to really feel like I'm sharing something meaningful, and that when I'm here you can kind of feel the love that I have for this place. And I've done this video twice before. One was in profile, and that was a good video, but it wouldn't work for doing like a YouTubey thing. And the other one was landscape, but I just wasn't feeling it, and I was just there just to do the video rather than to feel the love of the forest. And so anyway, so I was doing the gratitude at night, and I was really hoping the next morning that, you know, I really was overflowing with love and gratitude, and just coming here, I could really feel at peace and be grateful for this forest. Yeah. So yeah, I'll do a few more videos of what I can see, and maybe I'll do some walking ones, but it might be a bit wobbly because I'm just doing this on my phone. Because why start when I've got all the equipment? I might as well just start now, and you guys can just come along for the journey of the things that I love. Okay, thanks, bye. So this is what I was looking at. Hang on, let's have a look. Down there, up the hill. This is part of the pine section. Okay. But I'll take you down to where the cork oaks are as well. Okay. So this is the cork oak part. And I kind of like how it feels forgotten. Isn't that cool? Overhead and mainly in the photos. There we go. And I find a lot of ladybugs on the trees, and at the moment there's a lot of butterflies around, and cicada shells I've found on the pine trees. So I like this little section here where it's almost like a long corridor down here. I always thought it'd be a really nice driveway. Since I'm from New Zealand and I grew up on a farm, we kind of had areas like this where we would kind of sneak off to, and it kind of felt, for me, like a magical land. So coming here, it really feels like I am not coming home, but kind of, it's like a slice of my childhood here, minus the kangaroos. Yeah, so I think that's probably why it means so much. And going back and looking back at all the things that I love on my list, a lot of them are connected to my childhood, which is, I found really interesting, because that means that if it's like that for me, and it has a nostalgic feeling, then it might be the same for you guys, being able to reconnect with your childhood, and then you go, oh yes, I love it so much because I remember playing here, or building that, or smelling those pine needles. Yeah. I found a pine cone I'm taking home with me, which I'm adding to my collection. So this is one of my favourite little entryways into this area, and I think a lot of people jump the fence, to be honest. But it's just such a pretty little walkway, especially here in Australia. Walking backwards, wish me luck. Anyway, I'm just going to leave the video now, for now, and hopefully this all works out, and then I can do another one of things that I love and I can share.